Hey, air signs, guess what? It's December, and this will be the last monthly overview of 2025. I can't believe it, but I am so excited to read for you just to see where you're going to end up this month and how to close out the year. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I'm going to pull a Celtic Cross spread for each of your signs, and then Archetype card, Soul Truth card, and some tea leaf oracle cards just to give you some insight into the month ahead and give you some guidance on how to make the most of the month. So let's jump in. All right, let's start with an archetype card for Gemini. One archetype card for Gemini, please. We often envision the warrior as an armed figure with sword in hand moving blindly toward battle, yet the deeper aspects of this archetype bring us face to face with death itself. The warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword's blade. The warrior's work requires presence, alignment, and purpose. If and when the warrior loses its center, meaningless confrontations and violence are their default response. When this card appears, it is important to question the battle at hand. It is likely a great one, with deep roots and long-standing tensions. The actions you take will stay with you long after the dust settles, so choose wisely, brave one. As you draw your sword, realign with the eternal wisdom within. Then surrender the battle. Without a true purpose, manifesto, or oath, the warrior is lost. What do you stand for? What are you willing to rise in the name of? Write it out. Be careful, as the warrior implies war. The two go hand in hand. Those who defeat others are strong. Those who defeat themselves are mighty. Okay, that's deep, Gemini. Very deep indeed. Let's keep that in mind as we pull your Celtic Cross spread here. Well, that is a nice way to start the reading off. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we got here, Gemini. It does seem like you're entering in from just starting this new journey. You are on the Fool's journey, and it seems like most recently you have decided to start anew on some exciting new journey. And so right now the Temperance card is you're present and you're being crossed by the Hermit. This is interesting. It seems like you are being called to find the balance in your current situation. And that will require you to do some deep insights, to do some soul searching, going deep within, looking to find the things that really are the basis of who you are, what makes you tick, what is important to you. But yes, it is super important right now that you find balance and you are able to take a look at your surroundings right now and kind of be temperate, be the steady hand, use your skills of balance. See how this angel here. Well, this angel also means that you are protected, but what I want to point out is that the angel has 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the water. They're effortlessly, moving the water between the cup back and forth. It looks effortless, but it takes time, and being balanced is not nearly as easy as we would hope. So it is a real skill, and that's what you're being called on right now. And you're above, you have the 2 of Cups. And so this is really what is what you're aspiring for. It seems like you are hoping to be in balance with your higher self, or a very significant relationship. This is like soulmate energy right now. In your below, you have the Hierophant, and this could be something in your subconscious which is affecting your present situation, and you might not even realize it. And so this is like the Hierophant is like an initiation into like a new society. It could also be education, higher learning. It could be that you are helping to usher, or your goal is to help usher others into like a new level of awareness, education, consciousness. In your near present, you have the Lovers, which is a wonderful energy, considering that you're paired with the Two of Cups as well. But it does seem like it's about striking that balance between what you are called to share and bring into the world, Gemini, and what you want internally. And so, like, it seems like you are balancing your innermost wishes, goals, dreams with trying to make a positive impact in the world. In your advice section, you have the Chariot, which is a card of forward momentum. Going forward, not stopping is really quick. There is a it seems like you are moving on from a situation. It could be physically moving on. It could also be metaphorically moving on from a situation in which you have like succeeded at something already, and now you're on to the next phase. In your external influences, you have the Queen of Cups, which there seems to be a lot of love in this reading, and so I'm feeling like this is really a wonderful reading for like having a very nurturing person come in for you who can kind of take you, nurture you, make you feel like you are loved. It's a really wonderful card for feeling like you are being appreciated for who you are, which is nice. In your hopes here, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a fresh, wonderful new beginning. This could be related to your finances, your home life, your income. It could be a new job offer that is coming in that you are hoping to receive. And in your final outcome, the Magician indicates that you really do have the tools that you need to kind of to be successful at whatever this is that you are embarking on with this new journey that you started. There was one thing that came to mind, and I jumped right over it. It was so the Two of Cups. So because you have the Warrior card here, right? And it seems like your warning this month is to be sure that you know what you are fighting for. And you have the Two of Cups here in your crown, which to me makes me feel like you are well aware that what you are doing, what you are fighting for, is for your highest good and the highest good of those that that you love, that are important to you. Just keep that in mind. There was one line here in this reading. It was the actions you take will stay with you long after the dust settles, so choose wisely. As you draw your sword, realign with the eternal wisdom within. So I am saying, when you are leaving behind whatever this was, in your advice, and you're moving on, maybe don't burn bridges, because and it is easy to you know, if you're leaving a job or whatever, it is easy to just be like, you know what, F you, I'm out of here, I don't care. But this is kind of a warning of like, it's good that you are doing battle for the things that are important to you, but also possibly try not to make more of a battle than it needs to be. Be very strategic in that. That is kind of the advice that I am getting right here from your cards. Now let's dive in with some tea leaf oracle cards for you guys. I'm going to pull 3. All right. We have Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. We have Boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And we have Scissors, disappointment in some affair. Okay. But yeah, does feel like you are very motivated. You have a very clear road ahead of you, and you know exactly what you need to do to get to where you want to go because you have that Magician in your in your final outcome. All right, one soul truth card here for Gemini, please. Gemini, your soul truth is, am I afraid to be seen? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. Your soul action is, what parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. All right. Very interesting. All right, Gemini. I hope this helped for your monthly overview. Be sure to comment, subscribe, like the video. Let me know if any of this resonated. I'd love to hear from you. Hey, Libra, Carol from Caro Tarot, ready to draw your December monthly overview. Let's get into your archetype card first. Let's see which one we have for Libra. And remember, if these readings resonate, please let me know in the comments. I always love to hear from you. All right, Libra, you have the Siren. The Siren. Let's see what that has for you. The Temptress, the Seducer, the Femme Fatale. The Siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters, and the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, 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 to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option. Unless, like Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. Other iterations of the siren archetype include the nymph, the mermaid, the fairy. They often come in sets of 3 as a trinity of temptation. Embodying the siren archetype requires that we explore things that are taboo. The siren laughs at conventions and constraints. She eats rules. Delicious. Well then, Libra, let's see how that fits in with your monthly Celtic Cross spread here. Well, okay. It seems like in the recent past, considering the siren has her 3 friends, recent past is a card of celebrations, 3 of cups, hanging with your friends, just really great time celebrating something, some success that came in for you. That is amazing. And it could be that you were tying something up because right now, for December, your current energies are the Fool. It's this new beginning, crossed by the Queen of Pentacles, and it could be that you are embarking on this new journey of nurturing this new wonderful project that you have in your hands. That's really exciting energy for what you're currently doing. In your above, you are moving on to calmer shores. You are leaving choppy waters behind. You could literally be moving, but it's also a card of perseverance. So whatever you had faced in the past, you are now finally moving on from that. You are persevering. In your below your subconscious, you have 10 of Wands, and this is a card of burdens, carrying burdens. This could be burdens that aren't even your burdens, but you are trying, you're getting so close to the finish line there, which is awesome. In your near future, you have the Six of Cups, and that is an excellent card for nurturing your inner child. It also harkens to like your family home. Could be that you are traveling home for the holidays. I know a lot of us are. Rocky, what do you want? My cat Rocky says, yes, you are probably traveling home for the holidays, Libra. So that's nice. Your childhood home, maybe. In your advice section here, you have the Hanged Man. This is really calling you to kind of pause for a little bit and allow, you may feel stuck, but it's also asking you to allow your perspective on something to change. That is the advice from the universe. In your external factors here, you have the King of Wands, so it does seem like a very this is like an entrepreneurial spirit. There could be somebody coming in for you that is very passionate about something, really wants your input, wants to work with you, wants to partner up possibly. But there could be an offer because you have the Knight of Cups here in your hopes and dreams, and it could be that you are hoping for an offer, something that really stirs your soul, stirs your spirit, makes you happy, is fulfilling for you. And then in your final outcome, you have the Ace of Swords, which is amazing. It is seeing clearly, having this new insight, this new clarity, being able to cut through any illusions that you may have had in the past. You are finally getting like a gift from the universe for this new endeavor. One moment, I have to let my cat out. Okay, so I let the cat out and then he wanted to come back in. I don't know, Libra. Is that a sign for you? Did you move out of some situation and decided you want to go back in? I don't know if that's relevant, but he's driving me crazy. I love that cat, but he drives me crazy. Okay, so as I was saying, in the final outcome, the potential final outcome, there could be communication and that provides some clarity about this new opportunity that's coming in for you, where you'll be able to see really clearly the path ahead, and that is a wonderful overview for your month. I want to jump in here and pull pull some tea leaf cards for you to give you a little more insight here. Let's see what we got. We got 3. Ooh, bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Very nice. You've got scissors, disappointment in some affair. And you have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, much like my cat right now. Just went into the hallway and is now meowing again. So that's interesting. I want to pull one soul truth card for you as well, Libra. So let's see what advice the universe has for you. I think this one wanted to come out. We have, where can I create more space? Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. Your soul action. Do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space and clarity will come. Awesome. I love this for you, Libra. That is your December overview. Please let me know if anything resonated. And remember to also watch for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements to get a more in-depth overview of the month ahead. And if you don't know how to find that, I'll leave a link to a video I created for being able to know your placements. I'll put that in the description box. All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here, and I am wishing you happy holidays. Hey, Aquarius, let's jump into your December overview. And remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's do one archetype card for Aquarius for the month of December 2025, please. You have the Father card. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we got here for you. So some of you could be becoming fathers, could be seeing your fathers, and it could be just related to your father in general, but let's read and see exactly what Carolyn Miss says about the Father archetype card here in the book. The Great Father, the masculine, the protector. Alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine, thus he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he is neither a king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and the one who leaves us to the wolves. Here yet gone. The champion and the failure. The father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. Read poems about the father, Sharon Olds' His Stillness, William Blake's Little Boy Lost. All right, so let's see how that ties into your overall month ahead, Aquarius. This is for Aquarius for December 2025. All right, Aquarius. Your spread is a bit heavy. Seems like in the recent past, you were really having to lean into your intuition. Not really 100% certain in which way you were supposed to go, but you were really listening to your intuition, which has brought you to this present place where you are entering this reading. You are the King of Wands energy crossed by the Hierophant. To me, this is somebody who is like a leader, looked up to, somebody very passionate about something, crossed by the Hierophant, which could be societal norms. It could be that you are feeling a bit restricted about the way you want to live your life. It could be that you are conflicted because the way you want to live does not gel with what is expected of you. In your above, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of working together, working with others to achieve a goal. In the below, you have the Emperor. This is like your subconscious, but is driving you. The Emperor is very disciplined, a little bit reserved, very father type energy. Also a bit, very respected, revered, but feared a little bit. Not a very nurturing type of energy. So it could be that these limitations that are crossing you right now are making you kind of lean in more to that subconscious, like, coldness. In the near future, you have the Tower. This is major arcana. This is major change coming in for Aquarius. It's fast. It's quick. It, shakes the ground. It's a pretty big, significant change in the near future. In the advice is the King of Pentacles. This is a king that has no want for anything financially related. They are very secure, stable, have what they need. People look up to this king. This king is wealth, basically. It's very wealthy. I'm not seeing a lot of Cups here in this reading, except for this external factors card, which is the Nine of Cups. And that makes me think that you do have, like, your happiness is coming in for you, but you are afraid of this heartbreak. You have this fear that you could be hurting other people or hurting yourself. But this is a way of thinking that only you can really, like, determine that. If you can't hurt, okay, well, you can't hurt well, that's not the right way to say that. What I'm saying is, since this is in your hopes and fears position, the Three of Swords, it could be a card of, like, breaking your own heart, almost, if you let it. If you let the situation and the way that you're thinking about it, it can probably break your heart. I mean, you have a Tower. This is a significant change, right? But your possible final outcome is Temperance. And Temperance, number one, there's an angel here, which means that, yes, you are protected. This may be a bit of a bumpy ride for you, but it does seem like, yes, you are protected because of that angel. There is also a calling for balance here. So it does seem like things will balance out in time in this, possibly, if you allow it, but you will have to do some work to get to Temperance. Balance doesn't come easily. It is something that you're always striving toward. It's a matter of, like, getting your priorities right, not letting like, intrusive thoughts take over. It is really a card of, like, one foot on the land, one foot on the water, just like this angel. It takes practice, and it is something that you'll have to work at this month. I want to pull a clarifier, Aquarius. One card, please. Well, that's not the best. Oh, Aquarius, I'm laughing because I'm also Aquarius and this sucks. The Tower was clarified by the Ten of Swords, so it is definitely a painful ending. There could be some backstabbing involved here, which is not cool. Damn, that's not cool at all. I guess, embrace this advice, embrace the advice of, like, nurturing the pentacles that you do have. I'm kind of getting a work vibe here, which is not cool at all. But let's see what the tea leaves have to say here. Any other additional insight that we can give Aquarius? Let's see. I'm going to pull 3 cards here. All right, Aquarius, we have a boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Psychic ability, trust your intuition. Does seem like you definitely need to do that, especially with the moon in the past. And then wishbone, a wish is granted. The way that I'm tying this into the Father card here, it could be that, like, a father type figure is causing some of this Tower moment for you. Father doesn't always have to be, like, an actual relative. It could be, like, a father type figure. It could be, like, the head of the company. It could be, it could be somebody who you've looked up to in the past as a father. It could be that you as a father are having to make these hard changes. And because we have this Hierophant crossing the King of Wands here, this is somebody very passionate, but this is somebody who cares more about, like, rules and order and status quo, right? And so, it could be that you are being crossed by somebody like that this month. Wish I had a better reading for you, Aquarius. I would love that for us. All right, let's pull one Soul Truth card to see what advice the universe has for us. just one soul truth card, please. Am I consistently showing up? Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable, but it's up to you to see that by taking action. Today's soul action: be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. Awesome. I love that one, actually. Aquarius. What a month. Let's hope for the best here. It does say a wish is granted. And one thing I want to point out, since this Tower was clarified by this Ten of Swords is usually a blessing in disguise. So whatever happens this month, it does feel like a wish is granted. Trust your intuition, and money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall is expected, so that's exciting. All right, Aquarius, I am sending you so much love and light for the month ahead. That wraps up our December 2025 overview for the month. Please be sure to watch for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements as well to get a fuller overview. I am sending you guys all so much love and light for the month ahead and wishing you happy holidays.